Yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. I'll be back with you again with scores. To call the action here on Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd, guys, get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 6 catches, 69 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Coming this way, Here we go. Right up.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Bawden his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's go now. 60 or. Come on, D. Go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 20. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Smith. This is caught by Antonio Brown. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 11 carries, 59 yards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Gurley on first down with no blocking help there, as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. From the gun on third down, Smith. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Here's Smith. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is the running back, Powell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Bravo.
On third down, Smith to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Darren Lee there to get him down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
On 1st down, Locke. Pass incomplete.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
It's caught by OBJ.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They run it with McKinnon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. A dump down to McKinnon. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They run. It's Gurley. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Let's go.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Smith. He completes it to Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass. And that was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Hey, exit 90 Wolf. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Smith on third down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
Hey, I-7.
From the red zone now, Smith. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Powell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Here's Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Maurice Harris, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Looking long for his tight end, and that's caught inside the 35. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
It's your first drive of the 2nd half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Lock's pass. Complete to Jordan Reed. A gain on the play.
Ready, break.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Jordan Reed has it. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Complete. Richardson has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Locke. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Here's Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Locke to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
On the double.
They'll start out on the 11. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Smith. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Smith. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains. I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Smith now to throw, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety? Who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So the Jets now down by 12. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They look to throw. It's Lock. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Let go, defense. Let go, defense.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And unable unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Lock to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game.
Ready?
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Right there. They gonna need some therapy after this. Let's go.
Smith going to throw it. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Now so this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Patriots, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.